Welcome to Tour Tuesday, everybody. We're glad to see you. You see my face and everything looks hunky-dory, but here I am with my broken wrist, as I showed some of you earlier, and it's not painful anymore, thankfully, but I can't maneuver as fast as I normally can. So if I share my screen a little bit slower, just be patient, it's coming. I'm actually now using my fingers on this hand instead of just using my left hand. So I'm definitely becoming more ambidextrous every day, even though I broke my right wrist and I am right-handed. So now I have a definite appreciation for those that don't have the use of two hands on a regular basis. It certainly has been a challenge, but certainly didn't keep me from seeing you on this July 5th for Tour Tuesday. We are talking about two tours that I think you'll find very interesting. And we have our expert tour director here, Karen Coate.
Hi, how are you? Hello, everyone.
Karen's
Sitting
here
in
to
Myrtle Beach right now.
Are you?
Yes, I am. Yes, I'm here for the entire summer. I'm in my condo. It was 89 and sunny on the beach today. Gorgeous.
Wow.
The water temp is about 80. Gorgeous.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh. That's why Karen's doing this, because she is a Myrtle Beach expert. She has a second home in Myrtle Beach and she knows lots and lots about it. So I forgot that she was joining us right from her condo in Myrtle Beach. So that's awesome. So we'll have great resources today, and we'll have Karen to ask any questions too. So let me go ahead and share my screen and we will kick this thing off. Let me move some stuff around here. There we go. And we are first going to talk about Lake Erie, the Great Lake. And let me tell you how this trip came to be. Of course, Lake Erie is a cool place, but it's a new trip for us. And how it sort of developed is we've been to Lake Erie in the past, and we've been for events, ships, etc. And everybody has had a great time. So we decided to make it our mystery trip last year. So this was our 2021 mystery trip, and Karen escorted it. And let me tell you about the survey results from this trip. 5.0 straight across the board. Everybody loved this trip. They said it was fabulous. They had a great time. I'm sure that has to do with Karen.
Yes.
She made it work. All of our mystery tours are great, but this one, just got rave reviews. And I thought, hey, we don't need the tall ships to make this happen. Let's just, I called Karen and I said, tell me the best of the best. What do you wish you did that you didn't do? We looked at just all of the different things to do, and we came up with this, what we think is the perfect itinerary for Lake Erie, the Great Lake. So that's how this trip came to be. Karen was hoping to escort it, but she's not available, but her trusty sidekick, Angie Belmont, is going to escort it, and Angie will do as good of a job, if not better. No offense, Karen,
Hey.
Angie will do just as good of a job as Karen did last year on this trip.
I'll be in Myrtle Beach that week.
Right, that's why she can't
Myrtle Beach tour, right? Yeah.
It's my fault because I planned the tours
Myrtle Beach or
overlapping.
Erie, Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, so I gave Karen a choice and she picked Myrtle Beach. I get it, it's her second home, but that's why she can't escort this trip, because she can't be in two places at one time as much as we want her to be. So this trip is perfectly timed for early fall. It'll still be wonderful weather in mid to late September. This is a 4-day, 3-night trip. It includes 6 meals, which is great, priced just over $1,000. So I am going to let Karen take it from here and take us through the itinerary day by day.
Okay, so let's talk about Lake Erie, and it was a phenomenal trip. I'm so glad it's back as a tour. It is the fourth of the Great Lakes, and Lake Erie sits on the banks of Erie, PA, but it also borders Ontario, Michigan, Ohio, and New York. Our first day, we traveled directly to Erie, PA. We have lunch on our own, and we check in for 3 overnights. And this is a new hotel, the Hampton Inn bayfront, and you are right on Lake Erie. It is gorgeous. We have dinner, that first night is included, at the concourse of Union Station. Now, Union Station was built in 1927, and it still services Amtrak trains, and we have a delicious buffet in its stunning concourse. They actually have a nice little winery attached to the concourse also. It is a great place to eat.
See if I can
Sandy's
change
working
this
her
with,
hand
I
now.
know, it's my finger, thought I could do it with one hand and I needed to.
So day 2, breakfast is included at the hotel. And I can tell you, I have been to this hotel. You sit out there with your cup of coffee overlooking the lake. It's gorgeous. And we will take you to the Hagen History Center, which also includes the Watson Coate Mansion. At the History Center, you'll be able to walk through the offices of Frank Lloyd Wright. You'll see this drafting room, his office, and a model of Wright's Butterfly Bridge, which was a design for San Francisco Bay Bridge. You will also get to visit the 1891 Watson Coate Mansion, and it stands as a symbol of elegance and style of the Victorian era. Gorgeous. Well, our tour took us here, and I'm telling you, everyone loved this place. What is better than a tour of homemade chocolate? And the Palasko's Chocolate Factory is phenomenal. You will have a guided tour of their production. You will learn how their chocolate is made. And of course, we had lots of complimentary samples. 2 very famous things I want you to try is their sponge candy and their delicious chocolate covered grapes. It was an excellent place to stop. Oh, look at her face. They were very nice. And actually, we were worried about taking chocolate home on the bus. We came back and they had it packaged for us. And I don't know how much made it all the way home though.
Sounds awesome. There we go again. Okay.
Okay, also on day 2, we will go to Prisk Isle. It is the Isle State Park, and it's a 3,200-acre sandy peninsula that arches into Lake Erie. We have a wonderful cookout lunch overlooking the lake here, and we will tour the state park. Then for sure, we need ice cream at the end, and we go to Sarah's, which is a 50s style diner for our ice cream treat that day.
All you had to say is ice cream.
Day 2 continues. That night, we head to the Victorian Princess, and we will cruise around the bay while you enjoy seeing the sunset over Lake Erie. A delicious buffet, and the sights of the sun coming down on Lake Erie are gorgeous, made the trip worthwhile for sure.
You arranged for perfect weather?
I did.
That comes with the tour?
That comes with the tour, yes.
I gotcha.
Day 3, after breakfast, we travel to the Erie Maritime Museum, and it offers a wide variety of exhibits that vividly illustrate the War of 1812. From there, we're going to the Erie Land Lighthouse. Now, this lighthouse was built in 1818, and it was the first lighthouse built by the US government on the Great Lakes. Very nice here. From here, we're going to Birch's Farm Market, where we have lunch on our own. And there you go, Sandy, just flip us. Birch's Farm Market was founded, and it's a winery also and a bakery, in 1779. Family-owned, delicious foods, delicious wine. And if weather permits, he will give us a hayride through the fruit fields as we do that. Now, I just have to share a quick story. I had 4 girls, and last year on the tour, he had a hard time, like all over the United States, getting help. And these 4 girls went out into the fields and picked about 6 to 8 buckets of fruit for him so he wouldn't lose the apples. Yes, they're very nice. Oh, yeah, look at Sandy, yes.
Wow.
Great, yeah, they were just, he told the story how, fruit rots. So, and he had no help and they went out and picked for him, which was great. I think he gave him a bottle of wine for it though. Okay, day 3, we're heading to 2 wineries. Now, the first one is the Arrowhead Winery, and that actually sits on the shores of Lake Erie. And this is where the Native American tribes crafted arrowheads. And a lot of times in the fields, they will actually still find some of the arrowheads there. And the second winery is the Penn Shore Winery. This one, which has a lot of firsts, is actually the first Pennsylvania champagne was produced here in 1970. So if you like champagne, this is a good place to get it. Dinner is on your own this night, and there are lots of places to go to. After breakfast, we travel home with lots of great memories of our picturesque Lake Erie area.
Awesome. Awesome.
You wanna
Sounds
do
like a
questions on Lake
fantastic
Erie?
trip.
You want to wait for questions at the end? You want to do each tour separately?
I would say, let's see if anybody has specific questions about Lake Erie. I will, just to remind you, the date of this trip is Thursday, September 22nd through Sunday, September 25th. Angie Belmont is the tour director. It already has 19 passengers booked, so it is a confirmed, guaranteed departure. So you'll know that you'll have enough people to go for sure. And I welcome you to ask any questions. We have our expert Karen here who did this tour last year.
How
I
far
encourage
is
you to go if you have not been to a Great Lake. This is phenomenal, this one.
Great.
Yes.
how far is Lake Erie from where we are here in Jersey? How long is the trip?
You want to take that, Sandy? You want me?
If you remember, I mean, I know it's a full day's.
And as you recall that when we ever do a tour, every couple hours we stop. So we make a rest stop and a lunch stop and then another rest stop. It gets us in around 4 o'clock. It is an all-day travel. It is up there, way up in New York State.
Good question. Has anybody been to Lake Erie on the call? Is everybody new to Lake Erie? Great. Yeah, I think this is just, it's a place that we don't visit a lot from the Philadelphia, Central New Jersey area. And it has a lot to offer. And it's in the great state of Pennsylvania. And it touches, like Karen said, so many other states and even country.
Yes, border, yes.
Yeah, borders. Yeah. So it's a great trip. So
Yes.
if you think of any questions, you can come back to us at the end. So we're going to move on. So thank you for that, Karen. And we're going to talk about Myrtle Beach. This trip also perfectly timed for early fall. Same timing as the other trip, which is why Karen can't be in 2 places at one time. This trip leaves September 25th through the 30th. It's a 6-day, 5-night trip, also priced just over $1,000 per person. It includes 9 meals, which is lovely. And this is a trip that comes back year after year, and it's just super popular and everybody loves it. And there's a main reason, well, there's lots of reasons why everybody loves this trip, but there is a feature that I'm sure Karen is planning to talk about. So I will let Karen take it away from here.
All right, my favorite place in the whole world, a little background. My grandfather had a motel here and we traveled here for years. This is the only beach and ocean I go in, never visit the Jersey Shore. So our day 1 takes us to Fayetteville, North Carolina, and we check in for 1 overnight at the Country Inn and Suites. Lunch and dinner is on your own that day. Day 2, after breakfast at the hotel, we are only a few hours away from hitting Myrtle Beach. And if you come with me, I can guarantee I have story after story about the town and what to see and do and eat and where to shop. But we will be heading for our lunch and free time to one of the bigger venues they have. It is called Broadway at the Beach. Now, Broadway at the Beach is a shopping and entertainment complex that features over 15 restaurants and over 100 specialty shops. As you see in the picture here, it sits on a lake and you walk through all the areas. I mean, you can ride a carousel or take a boat in the water, eat at Paula Deen's, or just shop to your heart's content. And that'll be your lunch and free time. From there, we're going to we're going to flip, sorry. From there, we're going to our hotel. And I have to tell you, this is beachfront exquisite. The sun rises on the front of the hotel. It sets behind it on the intercoastal. The Avista Resort is one of the nicer hotels. And this is called North Myrtle Beach. It is its own city directly south of Myrtle Beach. And when you get there, you'll be thrilled with the rooms and your ocean view. It has indoor and outdoor pools, and it sits right in the heart of the town. From there, we're heading to a scrumptious dinner buffet at the Giant Crab Seafood Restaurant. I will tell you on the bus, don't eat anything for lunch. This is a 170 item buffet overlooking the intercoastal waterway. And please, you must have hush puppies and sweet tea when you have your dinner. Wonderful place to go. From there, we're going to the Legends in Concert show. This is a celebrity lookalike where they perform hit songs, they have backup dancers, and dramatic stage lighting. It changes from season to season. So right now I can't tell you who you're going to see, but usually Elvis is popular there for that show, and you will love this.
Karen and everyone here, I apologize because I should have put lots and lots of pictures of the hotel. I would be remiss if I didn't stop to talk about this hotel for a second. Every room is oceanfront. Every room is a suite. Okay. And by suite, I'm talking about separate sleeping area and then separate living room area, and even a kitchenette in there as well. A little table for two to eat, and it is fantastic. You can't beat the location. North Myrtle Beach, we actually like better than Myrtle Beach proper. It's a little bit quieter. The beach is a little bit nicer. This is in a great area where you can walk to shops and eateries. But there's also a restaurant inside the hotel. The staff is fantastic. I have personally stayed at this hotel. We did a birthday bash here a few years ago that was extremely successful. Everybody had a fantastic time. And the Avista Resort is just Southern hospitality at its best. Again, every room has oceanfront. I probably didn't mention they all have balconies. Yes. And they all are suites. So you cannot go wrong at this hotel.
Right. And September is the best time to go. It's less people there. Everybody went back to school. It's still warm. The Shaggers are a block away, right in downtown North Myrtle Beach, and you can learn that dance. It is a great place to be.
Excellent. All right. So thank you for letting me interrupt you. I just wanted to spend some time talking about the Avista.
Another one of my favorite places, and most people that come to Myrtle Beach don't go here, and they really should. After breakfast in the hotel, we have a self-guided tour of Brook Green Gardens, and it also includes the Low Country History and Wildlife Preserve and the Low Country Zoo. It is the first public sculpture garden in the United States. It is gorgeous. A tram will take you around and drop you at different areas. The plants and every season is gorgeous, and the sculptures are terrific. We will enjoy a box lunch sitting right underneath trees, gorgeous outside, provided by Brookwood Gardens this day. Very nice.
And keyword on the tram there.
Yes. Yes, it is. And it drops off. You'll see animals and the plants and the sculptures. It's phenomenal. Okay, when we head back to the hotel, I will give you lots and lots of suggestions of things you can do. Number one, rest. Number two, go shelling, get out on the beach. Even if you don't want to get in the water, you have to take your shoes off and put your toes in. Take a swim. A block away are tons of shops, or just enjoy the pool and the beach that's there. But you have an afternoon free on your own. That night we head to the next largest venue. Instead of a boardwalk, they really have these little shopping entertainment centers. And this is Barefoot Landing. My condo actually sits right behind this area, and I am here almost every night. It's located on the Intercoastal Waterway, and it features retail shops and boutiques, a large selection of restaurants and eateries and outside bars, and there's a whiskey and wine tasting place, and it just feels like a southern quaint village. And that'll be where you'll have dinner, and I'll give you lots of suggestions, plus a little discount card to shop with too. From there, and it's located right at the same venue, is the performance of One the Show. Now, at the Alabama Theater has been in business for years, and this is rated #1 entertainment theater by locals and tourists for years. It is a phenomenal, extraordinary talent, iconic production, sizzling visual elements, extravagant costumes, singers, dancing, all called a mega hit. I've seen it over and over again, and it changes all the time. It is fantastic. You will love it. Day 4, after breakfast, we give you all day now to enjoy it. Again, sit outside at an indoor or outdoor pool. They have pop-up little restaurants there. Walk the beach, just rest. Walk down and do some shopping and see what it is to explore North Myrtle Beach. You're just a block or so away from Main Street there, which is very nice. Another big one, ladies, are consignment shops along that Main Street. And if you haven't been into a Southern consignment shop, you will bring home an extra suitcase full of stuff. And after that, you have lunch on your own, plenty of options. And we go to the Pirates Voyage dinner show. Fantastic. This has been years too, at the Dolly Parton Theater. There is a 750,000 gallon indoor lagoon, 3 pirate ships, full size. You're looking at the picture there. More than 24 acrobats, aerialists, divers, dancers, singers, animals, the sea lions, and an original music score by Dolly Parton. You will be teamed up as a swashbuckler, and we have 2 sides, and you fight it off for the gold. And it's a wonderful show, and dinner is included there. It's very nice.
It's super fun. Great.
Yes.
Lots of energy. We go a little early to see the pre-show. So this is like the perfect day. And this day was by design from our clients who filled out their surveys and said, we need more free time. So this is a vacation and you get to relax. Again, we put you right on the beach. So, so much to see and do right from your hotel. And then, we take you to this fabulous, fantastic show in the late afternoon, early evening.
Yes. Day 5, again, we have to make our way home, breakfast at the hotel, but we do make a nice stop at Dumfries, Virginia. And we have an overnight at the Hampton Inn, and dinner is on your own, and so is lunch. On day 6, on our way home, and again, we found this little spot by chance too. It is the National Museum of the Marine Corps. Now you have a self-guided tour, and the museum actually traces the history of the Marine Corps from 1775 to the present. It is all run by volunteers. The actual statues of the people in the settings are real Marines where they cast their face, and it sits right on the site of Quantico here in Virginia. It's a wonderful venue, and we will have a box lunch here also. A lot of times they have been giving a graduation or an award or somebody moving up in the Marine Corps, and we are privy to be able to see that ceremony to take place. Very nice stuff.
Yeah, I mean, that's, you're not expecting that, right?
Yeah.
Like such a wonderful attraction. It's right on the way home. It's perfectly timed. So we stopped there and it's one of the highlights of the trip, actually.
Yeah.
So again, this Myrtle Beach trip is Sunday, September 25th through Friday, September 30th. Karen is your tour director. There are 40 travelers already booked, so we only have 10 seats left. So if you are interested in this trip, I would not delay making the reservation. You might even want to make it tonight online to make sure that make sure you get on. And just to like put things in scale, this is how much Karen loves Myrtle Beach. She'll fly home from Myrtle Beach to take a bus trip back to Myrtle
Go
Beach.
back, yep. And I'll be in the ocean for sure.
Oh, there's no doubt. Karen will be
No doubt,
absolutely
no doubt.
in the ocean. So let's open up for questions regarding Myrtle Beach first, and then we'll open up general questions or Lake Erie questions or what have you. You can just raise your hand or take yourself off mute and speak up.
I guess everybody in Myrtle Beach knows where the consignment shops are. If you just say, where are they? Say I was wandering around by myself.
You mean just like say that happened? You know, you happened.
I just happened to find them.
Karen, how close are they to the hotel?
Oh, right there. You're a block away. You can't miss them, all over right there. And when you go to the two venues, Broadway at the beach and Barefoot Landing, there are tons of shops, retail stores, specialty shops, anything you're looking for.
Great.
Thank you.
Do you do it the same time every year?
Yes, we do. Mid to late September, same time every year. So
Yeah.
already planned this for 2023 as well, similar timing.
Yeah. The summer is very crowded down here, a lot of vacationers. So September, everybody goes back to work and school and it slows down. And again, right there by the hotel, it is the shagging season. That is the Southern dance down here. And the older people come in and dance and swing and entertain. That's when most of the locals go out. They don't go out in the summertime.
Yeah, right, exactly.
It's still warm. It'll still be in the 80s here. The water will be in the 80s. It's gorgeous here.
Yeah, I mean, we couldn't afford to stay at that hotel in the summer
Yeah.
too. That hotel, it's actually a individually owned condos at the hotel. So they're all well taken care of. And it's a very nice property, indoor pool and outdoor pool.
A pool and a lazy river and a hot tub. Yes, you can't beat it. It's a beautiful hotel.
Yeah. Any other questions about Myrtle Beach?
I have a question. Do any of the places require a vaccine passport or for you to show booster shots in order to get in or participate, whether it's the hotel or any of the venues?
No.
Great question. Neither of these trips require proof of vaccination.
Okay.
You know, I'm not sure what your vaccination status is, and I don't necessarily need to know. The majority of our travelers, very high majority of our travelers, over 95%, are vaccinated. I always say, you know, keep a copy of your vaccine on your phone or in your pocket just in case. But on these, at this time, okay, let's all say that who knows, things could certainly change. But at this time, there is no proof required, and we don't expect that to change either.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
What is the price for
I will
one?
tell you, for those that live in New Jersey, they just started as of July 1, a no plastic bag in North Myrtle Beach, though. Same as in New Jersey, no plastic, but they're giving paper bags. So
Wow, got it. Somebody asked the price of a single. Did you want the price for Myrtle Beach or Lake Erie?
Myrtle Beach.
The price of a single for Myrtle Beach is $14.89. $14.89 per person, single occupancy.
and it gives you 9 meals. and a
Mhm.
beautiful oceanfront hotel.
Mhm. Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, you literally walk right out on the beach
Oh, yeah.
and go in the
Right
water,
there.
and the water is still warm in
Gorgeous.
September.
Oh.
These are all great questions. Just some general topics of discussion Karen mentioned. We usually stop every 2 to 3 hours to let you get up, find a facility to use the bathroom, stretch your legs, get something to eat, give the driver a break. We have the bathrooms on board. We really only want you to use them in case of emergency because they are not the safest place to be on a moving bus. They are really for emergency, which is why we do stop every 2 to 3 hours. And our trips give you a balance of included and not included meals. So you can get to experience some of the local restaurants on your own that you might favor over others. You can order off the menu at places, but then, we also want to give you meals when we can, like it makes sense at Brook Green Gardens. Because that's where we are at lunchtime. It makes sense to do the lunch at the museum, the Marine Corps Museum. But then, someplace like Broadway at the beach or Barefoot Landing, we want you to be able to pick where you can go. And Karen is your resource. Obviously, you can go to Google and find the internet and find where you want to go. But Karen is a great resource. If you say, I really want the best Italian food, or I want a Southern style meal, where do you recommend? That's what Karen's going to be able to help you with.
Yeah, yeah. And you're down south, so Southern people are bending over backwards to help you and feed you. And if you have a dinner, you usually have a container to take home with you too.
Yeah, like big portions
Yes,
and friendly
right,
and
yeah.
really friendly
This is
people.
phenomenal at the hotel. It's a buffet. It's delicious. There's plenty of food in the morning. Very nice.
Great. Let's see. Any other questions before we move on?
Yeah, how many breakfasts are included, lunch and supper on the trip?
Okay, I think are we still talking about Myrtle Beach?
Yes,
All right, here's your screen here. 5 breakfasts, so breakfast every day. 2 lunches, that's your lunch at Brook Green and your lunch at the Marine Corps Museum. And then 2 dinners, the Pirate Theater dinner show and the giant crab buffet with literally
170 items.
I'm pretty sure I tried 164 of them when I was there. All right. You guys are good. Any questions? Any other questions?
no.
All right. Remember the Myrtle Beach trip, which it sounds like there's a lot of interest in, has just 10 seats left. Join us next time. And we'll be back on August 2nd, or Tuesday, August 2nd, where we'll be talking about Ohio's treasures and the Outer Banks, 2 tours that start with the letter O that are outstanding. And we want to tell you about them. So Ohio's treasures and Outer Banks, that will be on Tuesday, August 2nd. It is time to announce the $25 gift card winner for this week. This month, Store Tuesday, and that is Sheldon Mednick. Sheldon, are you still on the call? I can't see you, but if you're on the call, feel free to unmute yourself and say hello. If not, we will reach out to you this week and see if you want to spend your $25 on a certain tour or not. Let's see what else I wanted to tell you. Oh, well, big thanks to Miss Karen Coate for providing all of this great information tonight. She obviously did her homework. She obviously loves what she does, and she's a great talent, and we're thrilled to have her on her team. So thank you very much, Karen, for taking time out of your vacation.
I'm good. I'm leaving here and going to Barefoot and sit and listen to music. Yes.
Yes, that's fabulous. And we'll just sit here and slave away at work in the office, just so that you know, to fill your tours so that you can keep going back to Myrtle Beach. Oh boy. Thank you all for attending. I'm so happy to see you all. I'll stay on the call for a few minutes. If you have any other questions or if you just want to chat, since we finished a little early, and what else am I going to do with a broken wrist anyway? So, so thank you all. I'll turn off the recording now too. Thank you all for attending, and we'll see you next tour Tuesday.
Welcome, very interesting.
All right, thank you.
I'm glad you came.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Very good. Lots of information.
Make me think about
Yeah.
Thank you.